Good afternoon, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ready for a road trip?
Yay!
Road trip it is. Heading up north, we're going to Porto.
We're gonna meet up with some friends. It's gonna be a hell of a journey.
Let's go. I think it should take around 4 hour journey.
Yep, we're gonna avoid all the motorways, all the tolls. We don't want to pay anything, so...
Still on the budget.
Still on the budget. We are heading to a small village near Porto where our friends live. We're gonna stay up with them for a few days. You might recognize them from previous videos. And it's gonna be the first time that we're gonna visit Porto.
Porto! Very excited to finally visit Porto.
Yeah, we have a few things lined up to visit and to try out. Hopefully.
Tem muro castanho.
Muro castanho?
Pintado em castanho.
Sim. Ok.
E os portões cinzentos.
Aqui nesta rua.
É a terceira, né? Terceira à direita. Ok. Obrigado.
Obrigada.
Oh, 2 boxes! Oh, Tiago! Como é que é, caralho?
Prenda as férias! Eles mordem! Tudo bem, é porque...
Como é que é, Tiago? Como é que isso vai?
1 minute 37 seconds later.
Who was scared 5 minutes earlier?
Not
Seems
anymore.
pretty happy now.
Not anymore. When we arrived, we were greeted by Tiago as Catarina was still at work. When she finally arrived, we headed to this very local restaurant to try a very typical dish from Porto, francesinha.
A francesinha is a Portuguese sandwich originally from Porto, made with bread, ham, chorizo, sausage, steak, and covered in melted cheese.
It's quite good. It might not sound good, but it's delicious.
Acho que foi a primeira francesinha que eu comi depois da viagem.
We met Catarina and Tiago during our travels in Bali, and then we met them again in Myanmar to travel a little bit more around the country.
Yeah, in total we travelled a little bit more than a month, but it was amazing.
The next day.
Bit windy.
Catarina had a free morning, so she offered to take us to Porto and be our local guide.
Unfortunately, Tiago had to work, but we had Catarina.
We arrived at São Bento's train station in Porto. It's quite famous for its tiling all around the station inside, and it's quite beautiful, but when we arrived there it was completely packed.
This is absolutely packed to see the train station.
So noisy over here, I can't even hear you.
It's absolutely crazy. I've never seen a train station like this. So many tourists. Welcome to Porto. This is absolutely crazy busy today.
Catarina had never seen anything like that before, and it was a weekday, not even a weekend.
We stepped outside and we walked to Avenida dos Aliados. It's one of the most famous avenues in Porto. Stunning architecture, and we really had a good time walking around and admiring those buildings.
After a short walk we arrived to Igreja do Carmo, or Carmo Church, And the highlight there was also the tiles outside of the church.
As you can see, Porto has a lot of tiles, starting off from the train station to this beautiful church, and all around Porto you can find very interesting
Architecture and tiling. We then went to Livraria Lelo. It's one of the most beautiful libraries in the world, and it's where J.K. Rowling had her inspiration to write Harry Potter books. And the entry fee is €5, but if you buy a book inside the library you get the price deducted from the book.
And to surprise, a long queue to enter.
Yeah.
We obviously will go.
Strolling around the streets we found this really cool street called Rua das Flores, which translates to Flowers Street. And there we could find lots of northern sayings, and it has to be said in the northern accent.
Catarina, it's your time to shine.
Oh, Mercou, vai à loja.
So we just crossed the bridge to Vila Nova de Gaia. That side is Porto, this side is Vila Nova de Gaia, and now we're gonna have something to eat. We had soup, breaded chicken sandwich, a juice, and the coffee for €6.
It was €6.
Yeah, so it was bargain.
If you want to have cheap eats, go to Gaia, cross the river, and then you'll find these small alleyways, and you'll see a lot of menus around €6 to €7.
Yeah, and we recommend to cross the street to the other side so you can see Porto from the Gaia's side. It's magnificent.
And that was it. That was our Porto adventure. We mostly went to Porto to spend time with Tiago and Catarina, which we really like, and we met them in our travels.
We didn't film much because it was kind of a personal thing, so we didn't want to film much of us being together because there was nothing really to show. So we went to Porto and we filmed today. Thank you very much, Catarina and Tiago, for this lovely time that we spent together there. We shall come back one day. Thanks for being our private tour guide in Porto, Catarina.
And we'll see you, and we'll eat a lot more of francesinhas because we are big fans of that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye bye.